Top U.S. commander has proposed relaunching a program to train and equip Syrian rebels. General Joseph Votel was questioned by U.S. lawmakers over the plan and said the new effort would not repeat the mistakes that doomed the same scheme last year. Back then, weapons given to the rebels reportedly ended up straight in the hands of terrorists, while fighters trained by the U.S. are known to have joined the al-Nusra terror group. This time around, however, Votel said fighters would not be vetted before the training, but rather their leaders would be. Washington has somewhat struggled in the past to distinguish between what is known as moderate rebels and terrorists.
Don't you need to be totally satisfied that these people are not, rampant human rights abusers and beheaders? What is it that gets them across that hurdle?
It is not. I don't think it is. I don't think we can enumerate it.
And Defense Secretary Ashton Carter admitted that identifying the fighters that are not sympathetic to Islamic State has been proving very hard.
We're trying to recruit and identify people that, as you put it, can be counted on to have the right mindset and ideology, not be aligned with groups like ISIL. It turns out to be very hard to identify people who meet both of those criteria.
The previous Train and Equip program was set to prepare 15,000 fighters by 2017. However, last year, the U.S. military admitted the scheme was falling well short of that goal.
Can you tell us what the total number of trained fighters remains?
We're talking four or five.
Let's not kid ourselves, that's a joke.
I think the Pentagon is trying to resurrect a dead horse. There's no way of telling who the good guys and the bad guys are in terms of the so-called opposition. These fighters primarily are out to overthrow Assad. Their intention is not to go after ISIS. Then the question is, where do you train them? Turkey is already so involved in trying to fight with the Kurds. Fighting ISIS is an after the fact for them, and so the training and then the vetting process of who would be loyal to go after ISIS is another matter. We once again have a lack of strategy in going in on this thing because it's been clearly demonstrated that these opposition forces cannot be trusted.